Hey, what's up, y'all? This episode 19, People's Podcast. Today, without any words need to be said, y'all know what this is going to be about. It's election day. So, we're going to speak our mind on how we feel about that, how we feel about the candidates and the consequences and repercussions, if any, which
It's always
whoever
the
wins.
repercussions, the consequences.
All right, I'm going to start and let everybody introduce themselves.
All right, I'm Rick.
It's your boy Ash.
I'm Day.
I'm Fadi.
All right. So right now, I'm not gonna get too personal and ask anybody if they voted or not, and then I'm not gonna ask who they voted for because
I didn't vote.
I'm pretty sure it's no
Me
elephant
either.
in the
And to
room.
be honest, I wanted to get personal. I wanted to be like, who voted? Why'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for? If you didn't vote, how come you didn't vote? You know what I mean? Like, get straight into it, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of things that's discouraging about voting too. Like you
Yeah.
do all this and do all that, beating your feet on the pavement, be on your soapboxes, and then you got the electoral college like, give me that.
Yeah.
I'll be taking this. So that's discouraging. And then things like
Well,
you. Go ahead, Fadi.
First of all, why is the system set up that way? Because if you got the little person out here, then that's just the popular vote, and they going out and doing all that shit.
Well, it
They
wasn't
trying to
designed for us.
rally,
I don't think.
huh?
It wasn't designed for us. I don't think.
Never was.
So then, right? But us is that popular vote. So if it wasn't designed for us, why even have it in the first place?
Well,
Make
it's
people
other.
feel important.
Well, it's other entities too. I'm
Make
not gonna
people feel
say.
important, man. Maybe.
No, I
You
wouldn't. I
feel
wouldn't
me?
give nobody that. I wouldn't be like, here. You take the joystick that's not plugged in, and we gonna play against each other.
And you'll do it to a baby, though, won't you?
Yeah, and we
That's
babies.
basically what they're doing.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
False sense of empowerment, like we're not slaves. It helps us think we're free and have a
yeah,
choice.
yeah, that's a good point. What you think, Friday?
well, I find it funny too. I mean, what Ricky was saying, I agree with that. I mean, why waste your time and do all that when the college electoral vote, just
Electoral
take it
college,
over
right?
and just just like fuck it, done.
Yeah, true.
You know,
But it's important right now. I mean, people showing their true colors right now. Definitely.
I think
for
people
sure.
been showing their true colors for a long
Yeah,
time. People just chose
yeah,
to ignore it.
yes, exactly.
And now
I
we're
don't
Well,
at a
know.
some
point where everybody's so sensitive that you ain't allowed to talk about it now since it done got the shit done got so flamboyant out here that now when you do want to talk about the shit, you can't talk about it. So I guess it ain't no such thing as freedom of speech.
it
Mm.
divided the whole entire country. That's exactly what it did. I
Now you
mean,
got
Mhm.
everything
fact
has
check.
been
That's
a
true.
lot of things has been going a lot of things has been going on lately. Like as far as like people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing,
Okay, Anila.
or I mean, what they used to be doing. Like everything is like so just you just had a depressing summer, okay, and you're going into like a depressing winter for as a matter of fact. I mean, none of us did what we used to be able to do like normally during the summertime. So when we go into the winter time, we're like prepared, and that's not happening this year, and it's driving everybody crazy. That has a lot to do with it too. I mean, me myself, to be honest with you, I have this is I've been able to vote since what, like 20 years ago, and this is my first time voting. I mean, people are kind of like, getting bored with it and just taking it to the next level,
And
too.
let me ask you a question, Fadi. Why is this your first time voting if you've been legally able to vote for the last 20 years?
I don't know, man. I mean, for some strange reason, I just
This don't
kind of
feel
got
important
into
to
it
you?
for the simple fact that, I kind of went into the business lifestyle and watching everything else and how everything is running. And who's actually like, I never used to believe in it. I used to think like, oh, all these votes are hacked anyways. They
Right. So
already
why
knew
you
who they already knew who the hell is going to be the president to begin with you or without you voting. Anyhow, this is how
Yeah.
I used to think about it.
right? So what
You
make you
know,
want to believe in it now?
I don't know.
Well,
I
maybe you're
think
seeing
being like
all the climate.
maybe being bored and people have nothing better to do but talk about it and they just kind of draft you into it. That I
Right.
see that. You know.
So for you to go to the ballot and cast your vote, you had to want to see some type of change.
Sure.
Had to, because
It's
otherwise,
not-
like you pulling for something, you ain't just vote for nothing.
Yeah, it's
No,
not a
of course.
conversation piece.
Like,
It's something
course.
you want to see
I was
done.
bored, so I went to go vote. Like, come on, man. I be bored every day.
I eat. I mean, I could have made a
Man,
sandwich
you
and
know,
had to leave out the
well,
house. You know,
If you would have asked if you would have asked me to vote like in what this year or even 2016, I would have said I would have voted for you, man.
Right.
yeah.
For real.
Like, white people
You know,
don't
I
see
mean-
that they could have been like if our vote mattered. Why haven't people been voted in good people and change really happened? In all these years,
Well, people
all
have
these
to.
years we vote and nothing changes. Nothing.
People have to understand the president is not going to change anything once you vote for him. You got to start from your own little city, your town, and everybody.
Even your
If nothing gonna change, then why is they pandering to a specific group of people to get that vote from them? Because every president that I've known since I've been aware of voting and everything going on, that black
They don't
vote is
want
a
people
crucial ass
rioting.
fucking vote. And them
They don't-
motherfuckers will fry chicken and sell Ciroc and all type of stupid shit in order to get a black person vote.
They need our votes so we won't riot and figure shit out. They got to keep us thinking we got some kind of
And
freedom.
then we were the sleeping giant when we didn't vote.
Not well, I mean, maybe to it. I didn't look that far into it as far as how
Just
that shit
imagine,
works.
just imagine,
But I
like
know when our people vote, or I'm gonna say our minorities vote in a group together, they supposed to sway the vote. Because if you put all the minorities together, the minorities is the majority, right? So
Yeah.
if you can get them motherfuckers to vote a certain way, then you can win that vote every fucking time.
absolutely.
Right. Supposedly.
Well, no, that's the pretty. That's
Next thing they know,
the
people
whole
still
goal during the
fucking sleep.
campaign.
Hey man, Malcolm X had some shit, bro. He had said, and I wish I had a fucking another phone so I could play the YouTube audio of it, man. And I was, can somebody pull that up and play that?
What's the name of it?
I
Ashton?
Send them the
Pull what up?
It's a let me try to find it right quick, bro. It's some shit that Malcolm X had said, man.
What's the concept he
Just
said?
sent me the link. I wanted him to be on the show. He was like, it's Malcolm X on the Democratic Party. It's only like a 2-minute speech. Like 2 minutes and 10 seconds or some shit like that.
Oh wow.
And he break down that shit, man. And it's crazy because I'd always be talking about that now. Like, I'm an independent personally, but I'll be like, why do black people feel like they always got to vote Democratic? Who said
Because
that?
no. I forgot his name. They said that we will. They did that. I forgot who said
He didn't even start off voting Democratic when
But
black folks
we
got
started
free, they vote
Republican.
I
Yeah.
I don't
So what
I
made
don't
that-
believe
gotta
in that.
keep
I
that
think
propaganda
everybody
going. They gotta have that
everybody that I've talked to, their vote. I mean, it don't matter. Like it was black, white, Arab, Mexican. They were. I mean,
Yeah,
you got
but you gotta
people like
think for a
different
period of
races
time,
doing
man,
different
it's
things
divide.
now.
It's always a divide to keep confusion. You gotta
when
have
America,
something.
when America was built, it was other cultures here, but it wasn't no other cultures here, like, or should I say race of people, even though I don't really believe in that word. It wasn't no real different races of people for them to be like, well, we got to get the Arab vote, the Asian vote. It was just really all the white folks was controlling everything. And then it came
Right.
to a point where it was like, okay, we got civil rights and all that stuff because it was started getting more integrated. Black folks was free. We wasn't slaves no more. You know what I'm saying? So then it changed the landscape for that. But even then, it was like it still came down to the black vote. Now, because the country more diverse, because you got so many people from different backgrounds here, even though they still considered minorities, you know what I'm saying? Like they still rounded out. But when you look at it, like how they sit here for, we've been noticed election been coming up for 2 years. They've been campaigning about this shit, right? So who do they both pander to? Both parties constantly talking about black vote, black vote, black vote, black vote. Hey Ash, did you get that yet?
Oh yeah, I was actually about to say something about it. Is it the 2-minute 42-second one where he was doing an interview on October 11, 1963?
I don't know the quite date. I just gave you the description. The clip that dog had showed me, even though I already heard the whole speech, but that one is just like a 2-minute clip, and he talk about everything that I just said, man. And he
Okay,
breaks it down more
here,
elaborate.
well, here, let me see if I can share a
Yeah,
screen.
hold on. I'm probably gonna have to back out real quick. I'm trying to get this girl up in here.
Let me see. And here, real quick, give you a little update. So Trump got Kentucky and he got West Virginia. So that puts his pool standing at 42, while Biden is still sitting at 44.
Mm.
Now,
So
Yeah.
2 points.
so yeah, so pretty much right now, this is going to be the kicker right here. Now, Trump, he is definitely like there's a close call right now in Florida, which Trump is at 50, Biden is at 48.7. It hasn't been official yet because they had 89%. But if that 11% can push Biden over a little bit, he may just if he gets Florida, it's curtains because he's going to get Michigan, which is 16. Let me see.
Who's getting Michigan?
Michigan is worth 16 electoral the electronic votes or whatever. I think I pronounced it wrong. But he also looks like he's about to get Pennsylvania, which is 20, and it looks like he's going to get Texas, which is 38. So if he can secure one more big state, he got it.
Who?
Biden, because Biden got he got some territories, but Biden just got another one that came in Maryland, which he got 10 of the votes for, which that puts him at 51 now. So Biden is up 51 while Trump is at 42.
It's all too familiar with the Hillary situation. Those numbers sound too distinguished.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what the difference is though between him and Hillary though. Hillary, to be honest with you, she had too many things going on. It's like, with the whole like emails getting leaked, that's what caused it. And also, she really didn't do nothing for a campaign until like a month before. Like
and she
Biden
got sick too.
Hey, look, I don't care if you're sick or anything. She could have been out there shaking something, throwing something. My man's Biden was just in Flint, Michigan. Him and Obama was sitting there shooting hoops.
Hey man, say it ain't so, bro.
Like
was in Michigan with Obama at shooting hoops.
Yes, a video. Obama with 2 Chainz was shooting hoop.
But once again, that's pandering to black folks that, hey, I'm cool, this, that, and the third. That's like Kamala Harris and shit with all this.
But that's
shit.
expected from Obama.
Man, she in the woods because of the forest fires wearing Timbs. She talking about how she was smoking weed, listening to Tupac records, trying to be like relatable. That shit is.
She had on the wheat Timbs. The wheat ones.
Right.
That's the difference. The wheat ones though.
she had on a wheat Tim.
This the same broad that was calling this man a racist and a pedophile. Now you teaming up with him? Dog was just telling me they was out in Ipsy trying to rally people to get votes and had a hot dog truck out there giving away free hot dogs and pops to get the motherfucker to go vote.
Didn't I tell you the best way, when we talked about this on the other episode, I told you the best way to get people together is hate or love or food. Man, best way to get people together.
Ain't no love out here.
Hey, look, that's true though.
Well,
that's
fear, hate, and food.
Man, if you say free food, you got a bunch of people coming. Like,
oh yeah, and they don't need them.
Like,
and automatically they don't care about your cause.
Nah, they don't. But that's once again, like I talked about, they pandering to black folks and shit. When has any president that we all pulled for to vote and that we didn't got in the office done anything for us?
Honestly,
it depends, positive or negative. Because Reagan, he run crack.
I mean, well, it's shit. That's like the yin and the yang. But righteously, that really hurt our community more than anything. Look how many motherfuckers out here smoking, wasted potential. There's motherfuckers that could have been better than Jordan. Motherfuckers that could have been brain surgeons.
The irony though is his wife was just say no.
It wasn't no irony. I think that shit was just a plot. You know what I'm saying? This shit fucked up. You look at Freeway Ricky Ross, man, and how he talked about how he was getting the CIA. You think that shit still ain't going on now?
Repeat that for me.
I said, Freeway Ricky Ross. You know that story, the TV show Snowfall is his story how he came up. And he'd go on record and say this shit, dog. The CIA gave this nigga coke. He was
Iran
Contra.
Contra. He was fighting a war. Well, the U.S. was helping another state fight another war,
though, but he was like to them,
he was funding it.
The U.S. government, this man was a pawn, but you know what I'm saying? To everyday people, he was like a king on the chessboard to us. You feel me?
Yeah, and they got him that way, and by the grace of God, I have to say, he dumped those books and got himself out.
Yeah. Well, you know, if he was smart enough to do everything that he did, of course he should be
smart enough to get himself out of that. True. That's very, very true. But yeah, man, and then but at the same time though, like he made it through. But imagine the people that didn't make it through.
How many people we got on the panel right now?
Right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You said 11. I wish it would have been 11. It ain't that many. Who actually did go out and vote?
I did mine early.
I did.
Oh.
So we had 2 people.
Oh yeah, you already know I made it up there, fam.
Oh, okay, you went to vote too. That's what's up.
You already know.
I didn't vote.
Said what?
I thought you want to say who you voted for.
Oh yeah, you already know, fam. I just had to go ahead and vote for Biden and Harris. You know what I'm saying? The lesser of two evils.
Why you do that, bro?
And that's what we were saying. The lesser of 2 evils.
That's
Ain't
all.
no
I
such
mean, that's
thing,
all
man.
it is to it, pretty much.
Ain't no such thing, man. Ain't no such thing, man. You can't have 2 devils out here and be like, which one you want to hang with, nigga? Neither.
No, I feel you. I mean, I definitely feel you, but when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the presidential election, I mean, either way, it's gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Yeah,
But
so
I
mean, you're picking who you felt was best for you.
Shit. I say that's who I feel is best overall.
Okay,
not
why you
just
feel
for
that
me.
way, bro?
I mean, I know everybody different, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Trump, I mean, he's just shit. He dividing the nation. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of good things to say about Trump other than he passing out checks, man. I mean, that's he
true.
signed some pardons, some presidential pardons, and some shit like that. But that's it, man. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? What else can we say about him? And he's honest. That's it. We know he don't like us. That's it.
Right, and that's a good thing. He let us know he don't like us. I mean that's right. That's an okay thing.
I don't think he like. I don't think he like. I don't think it's just people of color. I just don't think he like poor people. Yeah.
I want
no. It's both. It's both. Rich, poor. He don't like neither. Black, brown.
But I do have to say, before then, he was in everybody rap song, everybody rap video.
Right. That's what I wanted to say, bro. Everybody loved Trump until this man ran for president. Then all of a sudden he was racist. Now, one time has Trump called anybody a nigga? I want to know when Trump did something bad, man.
I have a question though. I mean,
like, what's everybody beef with this man?
What's up, Fadi?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
My question is the guy can't even. I mean, let's just put the bullshit aside. Let's all talk. The guy can't even talk. Like, how can you guys let him run?
I swear,
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's another
dude. Did you see the last?
Did you see? He's not. I'm sorry. Who was speaking? I don't want to speak over my fault.
No. I mean, what I'm saying is that, like, you know, have you seen like all debates? The last one, you know, he's talking about slow up. What does slow up mean? Literally, it was in the That's if you look at the third debate, okay, like towards the middle of it, this guy is sitting there talking about slow up. What does a slow up mean? Okay,
that's slang though. He'd be like, "Hey, slow up. Let me run over there. Right back there."
That's. I mean, he's not gonna sit there and he's not gonna.
But I don't see Trump saying that. Yeah.
This is one. 2, I know. I mean, he'll be saying it too. Yeah, oh yeah. The other guy doesn't know how to talk. But the thing of it is that my theory of it is that I mean, what are we gonna be talking about here? Like, are we gonna be talking about economy wise, or are we gonna be talking like emotional wise? Because I mean, they are two different things.
What's
It's
the
either
most
you're gonna be.
Well, for
What?
example, emotionally, like how does this president react
Like,
and how his
how are you
people?
gonna be able to handle it? How are you gonna how are you gonna bring all these people together? Or it's gonna come down to our country. Okay,
all these
this
people
is
ain't
the
never been
choice. This
together,
is
and it's never gonna happen. I think
what I'm
what
saying
we
is
seen with Trump getting into office, we didn't see racism at a height that we thought we hadn't seen in a long time.
Sorry,
right. I mean, I agree with that, which is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, I mean, if you're talking about that, this is being emotional about it. Okay, there's the other side of it that makes you like thinking like economical wise about it, like the way we're handling our business and doing our thing. I mean, not to mention America is already, I mean, we are in debt. Our national debt is $23 trillion.
Our national debt is the world's economy.
Well,
That's
right.
the truth. Our national
20,
debt is the world's
23,
economy.
$23 trillion, and then
Right.
and then
And those stimulus packages
still
added
have
to
to
it.
pay. Exactly. And then we
That's
are
supposedly the
we are
buyout, but
paying.
you know what? Every country that actually got money and shit going on, they've been giving their people bailouts and stimulus checks too.
Yeah.
No, I
Where
know
you
that.
think they money
We're not
coming
talking
from?
about stimulus checks. We're talking about, I mean, yeah,
I
Trump
mean,
is
I
not a
heard stimulus. I
politician.
spoke
He's not a politician at all. But I mean, we both know that he's a great businessman.
Right.
I mean, you know, he's going hard on China. Okay, I mean, it did help. It did help a lot. It did help a lot when you dropped your W-2 taxes from 33% to 22%. It did help out a lot. Okay, and there's other things that I honestly don't want to talk about them because I'm not going to try to sound racist at all.
I mean,
you know,
Speak your mind, Friday. Speak like we seen you in person. Speak your mind.
That shit, man, and we ain't even finna let nobody try to attack you in here neither. So speak what you're saying, man.
Speak freely.
No.
And
What
that's the only reason I invited
what I'm
you on
saying
because
is
your honesty.
Yeah,
But
I
your
know,
honesty
man.
is more respected
What
than
I'm saying is,
anything.
look, right,
what
go
I'm
ahead
saying.
and
No,
drop them
I'm
jewels,
talking
man.
about.
That's all you gotta do, bro. Go ahead and drop them jewels. Fuck what everybody else.
Okay.
If motherfucker don't like it, that's their opinion. You speaking yours.
Exactly.
Right.
All right.
And
And then
also,
I have a family member, you know, that actually lives in, you know, Arizona, you know, and, you know, I do heating and cooling for a living.
Okay.
So I was talking to him and all that. Yeah, HVAC. So I was talking to him and all that, and I was like, you know, what is it like down there, you know, and all that. And he was like, you know, we're having like a big time problem, you know, especially like, you know, with Hispanic people. You know, they are doing things and they're doing it for very, very cheap.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What do you mean?
Going on for a while now.
Okay. He was like, yeah, they're killing the market for that. I mean, right now, I mean, we're talking about like replacing a capacitor or anything. We're talking about like close to $200. You got some people over there. They're sitting there doing it for like $50 or $25, and they're getting it for like dirt cheap. You know, this has really been hurting a lot. I mean, here in Michigan, we don't really feel it too much because we don't have too many of them.
Our economy based off of the motor vehicle economy.
Exactly.
Everybody working for some type of way for the big three.
Exactly. So basically what I'm saying is that, I mean, we're not feeling that too much in here as far as like, you know, our business and our economy. I mean, we don't depend on that, but other state and you know, within the US is actually hurting from it. You got Florida, you got Arizona, you got Texas, all these states are hurting from it. I mean, I honestly, throughout the 4 years that he's been in power, I kind of support that, you know, as far as my economy goes, you know, and the way you think of things. And then you got on the other hand, you got Biden. You got Biden that they can't put two words together, huh?
I said I have quite a few Arab friends that don't support him. A few of my Jordanian brothers, they like, nah, we don't like Trump. We want Biden in that bitch.
Well, you got to think from the aspect of him running stuff as a business. You being a business owner, you're gonna understand what he stands for.
I mean, well, you know, they run their own, you know, situation too. But I'm just saying, I was speaking to them, you know what I'm saying? You know how I do, and they was like, they were saying their reasons for it, and one of their biggest reasons that they kept trying to push is because Trump racist and don't like Muslims. Supposedly, I'm like, okay, but I ain't never get into that conversation about
No, we don't. I don't get into that. I don't get into that either. Not at all. But right. I mean, if you're like I said earlier,
like the business aspect of it. That's why you want because you profiting off of Trump being in the office right now.
Sure, everybody is.
Yeah. You know. I mean, well, everybody is, but everybody ain't. You know what I mean? The people that's got some type of smarts and some brains upstairs, they profiting off of it.
Mm-hmm. So Ash the man, so what was your reason why you want to go ahead and get Trump out of the office? Because I heard you say that you voted for Biden.
Me?
Was that you? Somebody said
that was James. Hey James, man, I had wanted to ask him some questions too. Hey James, man, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Being go ahead.
Why did I want?
Yeah, I was asking. I was asking. I heard. Well, I wasn't. I heard somebody say they voted for Biden.
Yeah, I did. I just Trump. Like I said, it's. I'm not even huge on politics, but Trump. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely many reasons. Everything he said, statements he's made before and after his presidency. You know what I'm saying? The things he said about minorities. I mean, I heard somebody on here say he's a great businessman, and that's true. He's a billionaire. That is true, million, whatever he is. But
he has about minorities as well. He has. Not going to deny it.
This is my coworker, Latia. This is my coworker, Latia, from work.
Okay.
She wanted to join us today.
Yes, I'm here, Sabina.
Put your camera on.
I got you, girl. I got you. I just got back to the house. Just got back. I had to get right, huh?
Oh, okay.
I ain't mad at you. Go ahead, roll up a blunt, whatever it is you need to do.
You already know I'm about to roll up.
So James, I wanted to ask you this question. With that being said, that the reasons why you did say that you wanted to vote for Biden. Okay, as you being a black man and you know that he was one of the people responsible for the crime bill back in '94 that's locked up more black men than I don't know in how long. And Carmela Harris has done the same thing out there in California. Why would you want them in the office knowing they trapped us? Because that's something that's hurt our community.
I can somewhat defend Kamala for the simple fact if she's a prosecutor.
You make a good point.
She's a prosecutor. What is she supposed to do?
It's like, lesser of two evils. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to choose, man.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard to choose. Me personally, myself, I did not vote. I've been back in Trump since day one when he first announced his candidacy before he became office. The only time I've been able to vote since I became an adult, and I've not voted but one time. I voted for Obama's first term. Since then, I said he was going to win it. Then I called his second term. I called Trump's first term, and I'm calling it for Trump this year too. I want to see if all these 12 years I done been right about who done been president, but who knows.
Y'all know if Trump do win this presidency, don't you know he can run another term because that first presidency was voided. Remember, because of the impeachment. It went to the Senate, but the Senate did not. The Senate did not remove him from office. So in that case, since he wasn't removed from office, that first term didn't even count. So he's eligible to run 2 more times. So he can run this time and he can run again in 2024. So this term right here doesn't even count because they tried to impeach him and the House tried to impeach him, but it didn't go through the Senate. So now he's eligible to run 2 more times.
Well, people don't understand the impeachment is just a federal indictment anyway. He could have lost. That's not going to get him out of the White House.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I mean? But now he's eligible to run 2 more times instead of. So really, he's gonna be able to have 3 terms instead of 2 terms. He's gonna have 3 terms if you win this presidency. And he's
eligible to run again. I'm definitely not worried about that.
But she hitting on. I wanted to say this. Okay, Obama in his I want to say it was his second term in office. He signed an executive order that allowed for that because you could only get 2 terms and then you done. But
I
basically,
remember
that's
that.
it.
what we could look at is if we could say Biden get in the office and he could go 3-4 terms if he keep getting voted in because they allowing that now.
I hadn't heard about that. Only thing I know and read about is that anytime a president is impeached in the House, and then the Senate has to make the final decision. If the Senate is determined that the president is not going to be removed from office, then that's when they're eligible to run 2 more times because the first term will then be voided.
Yeah.
So he officially was impeached? I never
Well-
heard he was officially impeached.
Well,
Well-
impeachment
well,
it
the
happened.
House-
He just
The
didn't
House
get.
passed it.
I mean, they
Impeachment
can
doesn't mean
recommend
you
it,
lose
but
your
has
spot.
it been officialized? Like,
It's
No.
it's
No.
levels to it.
He
No,
got
the
impeached.
Senate, they threw it out. They said that there was enough evidence to impeach Donald Trump, so they threw it out. So
Mhm.
now this guy is eligible to run for presidency for two
But
more
see,
terms.
And
It's
think about that.
it's
as-
levels to it.
yeah,
I said it's
And
levels.
I was talking
the
to
impeachment.
right.
It is, yes, it is
Fatia
levels
and
to
I
it.
was having a conversation before we came on. We had a conversation, about the presidency. We was talking about how our votes really doesn't count.
Right.
Like,
You just- yeah.
like,
Okay.
We've
Let's
had
the
that
only
talk
thing
discussion
about
before.
that right now.
The electoral votes is really the only thing that really counts. So really, I mean, to be honest,
that's
with
really
you
like the
guys,
big state votes and all that, isn't it? Because
Right.
our vote, that's why they have it separated.
The popular vote really goes more for you voting for your senators, your governors, and mayors and things like that. Because I could be mistaken right here, but I want to say
I heard it's really the
those are the
states that
people-
determine.
the people,
Not
yeah,
the,
because every state gets so many points for the electoral
Right.
vote. So
Mhm.
right, so if you got Democratic, let's say your whole state Democratic across the board, that's like Michigan might be worth 21 points or some shit, right? So if Michigan, all of the Democrats decided they want to vote Democrat, then that's 21 points towards the Democrat. You see what I'm saying? So like what they want to preach to us is us little people that don't really matter. We should really be trying to vote for our governors, our senators, our mayors, and things of that nature.
well, I'm just trying to figure out why we're not voting for these people that's like independent. Because I looked at
Because
everybody
it's
who's
a
running.
scam anyway. It's great people that's running independent. There's a guy
Right.
that's running
That's
libertarian.
that's who needs to be president. Those
All right,
independent.
so where's Kanye?
they don't get enough
Man,
coverage.
I would have voted for Ye,
Didn't
man.
even see
He a crazy
Kanye on the
motherfucker, but I
ballot.
would've voted for
Kanye
him.
wasn't on the ballot.
Oh,
He didn't make
right
the
about
ballot.
it.
No,
You gotta write
he
it
no,
down.
he
I got
dropped
the ballot
out.
right here. I got the
Kanye,
ballot right
he
here.
dropped out. What you say, Steve?
You
You
gotta
say
I
he
write
got
had-
the ballot right here. His name ain't on there. It's just
It
Donald Trump.
should be a spot where you can fill in somebody that you want, right?
Yep, it's a spot. It say right on. Yep, right
So,
in.
Right, and I put Gumby.
What you put on there?
Gumby.
Go.
Now,
I'm not the only person in the whole world that know.
What did I
Don't
miss?
be the man.
Can I ask y'all
you
what's
been
the
missing a bunch
green
of shit,
party?
Bobby. Welcome back.
Man, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I got kicked out.
What's the
Oh,
Green
you
Party?
good.
I
I'll let
want to
you
know
back
too.
in.
What's the Green
What's the Green
You
Party?
left out. Some reason you got.
I don't know.
I ain't never heard of that one either.
What's the
the
Green
Green
Party?
Party,
I
y'all?
heard of them, but I don't know who they are.
Right, because they was on the ballot.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing too, because most people ain't that versed to actually know what the fuck they voting for. My nephew had told me that they was having a no-knock felony warrant thing that they was voting for right now. You know how many motherfuckers that
List
ain't done
of
voted?
president candidates.
Oh, they
They had a
goofy.
tax hike. I said no. They had a tax hike for Illinois. I said no.
So what about
Okay.
the legalization for marijuana, like across the board? Anything about that?
It's in the
No,
feds'
because-
hands. They're gonna keep it in the feds' hands. I mean,
Yeah.
state levels is okay, but
This
it's
is
the
a
feds
president.
gonna control that forever.
But you know what the thing about it is? There's so much shit going on with that shit, from the transport and the money and the transport the marijuana from state to state, man. To be honest, it basically is legal. If you can prove and got documentation, they'll leave you alone. But if they catch you coming and doing some shit and you out here fucked up, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Being
I
Camp
thought they was
Cupcake
gonna
for-
vote on that stuff. I was hoping.
That's. I mean, they might have it on. It depends on what state you in.
That's more so a statute. That's a statute, right there.
You know what I'm saying? But
they don't present none of that for us. So they present the bullshit they want us to
well,
see.
no, and you're right. I was just saying though, like it starts at voting at our state levels. Getting all the judges we want and all the mayors or whatever.
That's
start
what I was
on that level,
talking about.
And then go up and then worry about that.
That's what I was just talking about.
Because you'll put people in power that will actually have your back.
Supposedly. But they get in the office too. They get in the office too, and the lobbyists start throwing
them bread at them. Yeah, show you right. Yeah.
But I was gonna say for Michigan, Obama's first term to vote Obama into office, that was on Michigan's ballot to have weed be medicinal, and then we voted again to have it legal.
Yeah,
but it's still only statewide. It ain't federal.
Friday smash.
Right now,
Man, I just got home from work like what? A half hour ago?
I was trying to get to the money.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, where Ash to go? I wanted an update.
I don't know.
I got the update right here. Biden leading 85-61.
How much?
85-61.
Might win, but he might be the devil.
I just don't.
Ain't nobody got no health insurance.
One is Lucifer and one is the devil.
Ain't nobody got no health insurance.
Who we gonna vote for, Lucifer or the devil?
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Man, they still got a wife.
We got Michael before he got cast out of heaven.
Man,
I don't care what nobody says, man. I don't trust those Democrats. I don't trust the Democrats at all.
You shouldn't. That's not our party, not our original party.
Yeah,
right,
the
exactly.
Word is demon, man. I mean,
they demons. They are demons.
They all run under the same people. They're all controlled by the same people. It's just to create division, diversion.
Right about that. You right about that division.
Yeah, that's all they want.
Who else wanted Trump?
That's how they stay in control.
I wanted Trump, but I didn't vote.
At first, I was gonna vote.
Here's my reasons for it. I'll explain why I didn't vote, and I'll also explain why I wanted Trump to fucking win.
Well, no. I mean, it's fine that you didn't.
Voted in 2008.
Trump, but explain that.
If I would have voted, I would have voted for Trump. But I decided not to vote. But if I would have voted, I would have voted for Trump. Because I do not trust those Democrats.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and Scripture tells me that I shouldn't vote for anybody or have anybody over me that is not of my people. So that's one reason I do not vote. Secondly,
I never voted in a day of my life. I never voted.
Long as we vote, we're showing that we in line. That's all they want. They want to see how many black people are in line and still believe they free.
At this point, and don't get it twisted, we might it's culturally, racially speaking, our vote is very, very important. It's basically like the deciding factor damn near every time. But
like I said, any I'm sorry to cut you off, but any what do you call it? We are a minority. Any minority that doesn't vote is a sleeping giant. Collectively, once you put them together and they actually count their votes, they do this after every election in hindsight. Well, if this many people that didn't vote would have voted for this and that, then
only minority that's really documented, for the most part, really documented is ours. And I ain't trying to throw no shade at no other ethnic group, but think about how many foreigners is word foreigners is in this country right now that's not in here legally. So
you're right. You're absolutely right.
Millions, and they don't even count.
But the thing is, though, too, like another thing,
the fuck they would vote for, because you don't know what they over here, how they living and what they want. You know what I mean?
You're right. But at the end of the day, though, also y'all got to remember census. Y'all take that census so they can be accurate with their studies.
That shit, the census is just trying to be up in your business because they want to know who all the fuck here.
Yeah, that's why I did not fill it out. How much people that they
have I'm just saying, when states run out of money and stuff like that for certain programs and stuff, that's what happens.
That's what the census is for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. But that money ain't being dispersed anyway. If that's the case, as much as motherfuckers paying lottery tickets, they talk about that's supposed to help pay for school.
Oh yeah, we should be
Not
balling.
hitting that lotto, they're not hitting those millions and millions of dollars. Why our school system so fucked up that we damn near, I ain't gonna say we behind, but we supposed to be a country of power. I can't even think of the word I want to say. You know what?
Well, I would
be a powerful country and we lacking it in school. That don't make sense.
Well, they did fix this service drive on the so I'm like, okay, it's a helping.
Your shit?
Yeah, so it's something. You know, it's election time. You know, it's election time. They doing some shit like that. And I think Trump, he fixed the service drive though. I think he did that. You get a school ride, like you got his vote. Hey, let me hit that.
You can see it. Hell no, that's funny.
And that's you wrote a fat one too.
I got my
Stokester. Hey, it's like a cigar in our last episode.
Every time I get up, they be killing us, don't they, Sabina? They be working us like
I'm telling you,
slaves.
man. Like working like Hebrew slaves.
For real.
I'm telling you.
I'm still in front of my desk, Sabina.
Fighty over here smashing too. Still, he had a long, hard day. He just.
We definitely having to deal with the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah,
that's on the daily. I think that's
you know how that goes.
That's why supposedly this vote's supposed to be so important, because shit, we all out here slaving and trying to make a wage to live off of. So it's supposed to mean something to us. For us to vote, regardless of whatever color nation creed
count for nothing.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. No matter what color, nation, nationality, creed you is, that vote, you voting for somebody to put in this office to do something for you.
But that's not the case, because the Republicans and the Democrats, they don't care about the people.
I'm sorry for cutting you out, Sabina, but one thing we got to remember, y'all, is that no matter who is in power, God's still in control. Yahweh is still in control, because the simple fact, he can make an evil ruler do some good for him. You see what I'm saying? So even though it might be, we might think that they evil, we might think they get bad intentions, but God always got good intentions for his people. So he do everything for a reason, y'all. He do everything for a reason. He can use the work like Noah. Noah wasn't that smart. I mean, not even Noah. Moses wasn't that smart. He didn't know how to talk that well, but he still was able to use them. He can use anybody he wants. They can be good, they can be bad, they can be ugly, they can be cute. He can use them.
Well, Moses, Moses didn't question wandering through a forest 40 years in his life, and he didn't question definitely anything. So somebody like that, you can use them for the good. He fought many wars too during that travel. Stop.
Right. You know what? I like the way you're thinking. I like the way you think, and I wish a lot of people think the way you do.
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. You know, but the problem is you got motherfuckers that are sitting there fighting each other out there. You know, and who's gonna win? Like, who the fuck cares, man? Where's it gonna go in your pocket?
Apparently, a lot of people care, man. A lot of people care. Can I ask this question, and can we get this to go around to everybody that's on the panel right now for them to answer it, and just keep it like short, maybe like a 30-second thing? But if the president that you want to vote for, you would have voted for, let's just say if you could talk to the president and say what you wanted, and he asked you what you wanted, you know what I mean, and he would make it happen for you, what would you want?
I go first. If I had a chance to talk to the president, I'll tell him. I mean, it doesn't. This is a very rich company. I mean, I said country. This is a very rich country.
Well, technically, we not per se. If you consider it debt, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, we are in debt, but you have a lot of top executive people, a lot of people in the government, a lot of like business owners that has a lot of money.
Yeah.
So my question would be, why don't you just eradicate the homelessness? You know, that can be gone like in a heartbeat. You know, it to me, I don't see why a person living in the United States shouldn't have to be homeless for nothing.
You know, they got ghost cities in China that they done built that nobody's living in right now. I'm just saying. Anyway, back to you, Sabina.
With no cars though. Hey, you're right. Though.
Right, but that's why I asked him, why is there so many homeless, especially veterans? It's a lot of people that serve this country that don't even have anywhere to go.
Facts.
And they don't even have proper health care. For a person to serve this country, and this is the way they get treated, you know, so that would be my question. Why don't you do something about the homelessness? You know, because it shouldn't, a person like me that really don't have that much, I shouldn't have to go and try to help this person, because that's what I do. When I don't have, on my off days or whatever, I go and, you know what I'm saying, if I see a homeless person, I buy them a plate. Sometimes I'll get them some clothes, you know, I'll do something.
Whatever you can do to help, yeah.
And people, and then you got all these people, all this money. And I mean, there's no way anybody should be homeless. So that would be my question. Why won't you just eat? Why won't you just
somebody else want to ask? What would their question be? Somebody.
I'm gonna get this out the way. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My only concern is the wellness of my loved ones, like Medicare, Medicaid, stuff like that, healthcare. And then it's a damn shame if people going hungry. I wouldn't say homeless. If people going hungry in this damn country.
Healthcare, you want free healthcare?
That's another issue.
Canada. I know you're finna say that, Rick. Canada. Okay.
No, I wasn't finna say Canada. I wanted to know if you wanted free healthcare.
I wouldn't say free, but affordable.
Affordable healthcare, yeah. Or
you know what I mean? No, ain't nothing free. No. But you know, and that's one thing. Is mainly thing like when you come out of your pocket.
Canada got universal healthcare, don't they?
Yeah.
They got universal healthcare.
And that's the main thing with me, considering, I'm sorry, but let me wrap this up.
But
that's the main thing considering me, because I'm getting older and stuff, and I have to take care of myself and stuff, and I have to be here and work and provide and everything. But all right, go ahead.
In Canada, the health system there is broken big time. Yeah, it's free, but you know how long it takes you to get an appointment with a specialist? It can take years.
I heard it takes like 6 months to a year to get an appointment with a specialist.
Exactly. Like who's got like what if you have like a big time problem? What you gonna do about that?
I mean, it out and die
in America.
That's what the fuck happens.
Hey, Fadi, tell me what would you ask the president for, man?
Who we talking to?
I mean, to undivided. I mean, you know, to have the country undivided. To be honest with you, this is what I would ask.
So you would try to help. You want unity, basically.
What is it?
You want unity.
Agreed.
Of course. Who doesn't want that? I mean, dude, we're all from different countries. Okay,
you're right.
Follow the same
but you have to realize, Fadi, that you're not the average person that we run into. That's why I have you here. You're special. You're unique. You're the type that likes everybody, but everybody's not like that.
Bro, I mean, hey, if we can't help each other, who the hell is gonna help us, man?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly my point.
That's it.
That was a hard lesson for me to learn, because I thought when I was growing up, I thought everybody was nice, like me, and I started encountering these evil people. I'm like, I couldn't understand why people was doing what they was doing, because myself, I just couldn't figure it out, because I know it was kind of crazy for me to think this, but as I was growing up and then a young adult, for some reason, I just thought everybody was nice, everybody was real, that's what
me
I thought.
Too.
And I'm like, then I started venturing out. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know people was like this. You know, I'm like, wow, because I've been on jobs where my supervisor tried to poison me, only just because the supervisor didn't want me working there. He tried to make me sick.
That's like you killing the motherfucker. You ain't.
He tried to poison.
You should be doing your podcast from back of a Wraith right now, like in the drop top something.
Girl, I think they have to do like twice.
Can I get to know? Can I hear what you got to say about if you could ask the president something?
I ask for a better education system, because one of the things that's going on right now is that student debt is like high as hell. And personally myself, you know, going to college had to like drop out because the costing of going to school is just so fucking high. And then from elementary to high school, they don't even teach you or get you ready for the outside world. So education will probably be the thing that I'll talk to them about.
They did do that before Dr. King died. That you can go to school and they'll get you prepared for the real world. You can go to school. See, they took all, after King died in 70, they took all that stuff out of the schools.
But we have vocational.
They moved those warehouses overseas.
We have vocational in like high school and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they took that stuff away from us.
They took it away. So that's the closest thing we had since what you was talking about, Sabina. That's the closest thing we had since then. They took that away.
Yeah,
so now
because
it's
they
even
wanted.
worse.
You know why they did that? You know why they did that?
Cut funding, misusing money.
Well, you know,
no, because they knew. Okay, they knew back then the black man was the head of the household. Yeah. The black man is what kept the household together. So their agenda was because back then in the 60s and 70s, the black people the blacks didn't even need to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Because they had classes in high school like brick mason, auto mechanic, all this stuff. Yeah. You can major in that in high school in the 60s and 70s. You can major into that. So what they did, they decided to, because it's something y'all, if y'all don't know, it's the black man really is an endangered species. That's what I believe. So I believe they took all those projects out of the school and put those jobs overseas is because they knew the black man, the black family, they were in power in the 60s and 70s. So in order to eradicate the black family, they had to get rid of the head of the household, which is the black man. They took all those courses
been coming
out.
at us for a long time.
It's been popping.
Hey, I have a question though. I want to ask Fadi that might touch base on everything y'all talking about. Fadi, you ready?
Go ahead.
What was your childhood like?
I mean,
as far as getting you prepared for the real world.
Like as far as like, what do you mean? I lived like almost 2 childhoods. I lived one here and I lived one back home.
That's what I'm saying. Back home.
I mean, life was more simple than, you know, we had more freedom, more kind of like, dude, we were like out until like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, like playing around and whatnot. You can't even do that anymore over here. You know, you remember when when we were kids, like, you know, over here, you know, we were out like and about like very late. I mean, who could do that nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And for the record, can you state where you're from?
I'm from Iraq.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm from the city. I'm 32.
Okay, so give y'all a mind state of what was going on when he was a child. He witnessed Desert Storm. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
He witnessed Operation Desert Storm, and look, he had someone foreign coming into his country, and pretty much.
Okay, can I ask a question, Fadi?
That whole war was bullshit.
Yeah. Well, that
I mean, to be honest with you, every war is bullshit.
I heard it was just for the poppy
absolutely.
over there.
Well, you know, they've been fighting over God. They've been fighting over God for a long time. Guns.
Yeah, they've been. Everybody has. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't just that country. They just highlight that country because they have an agenda against that country.
You go over there. You're right.
So with Iraq, USA been beefing with Iraq for a long time, I guess.
They got the best
that being said, though, Fadi, what made you want to come to the? What made you want to? I guess I don't want to call you a defector, man, but you know you came to the other side, man.
No. He wanted a better life. Oh yeah, no, not a defector.
I wanted a better life.
I get that, man.
No. Where you from again?
He over here. I ain't saying he rocking with him like that. I'm just saying he over here with the bullshit.
Where you from? Was it Alex Hannah? Where you from?
Yeah, Iraq. From Iraq.
Oh, you from Iraq? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you were born? You were born there?
Yeah. Okay. I was born there.
And what age did you shoot an AK-47? No, answer it. Hey, no, listen.
Well,
listen.
like 9, 10.
Yes, and he.
I thought you was joking. Oh, so
no jokes. No jokes.
We learned that. We learned that in middle school.
Man, but
we learned that in middle school.
Over here. Hey, see, real. Teach them at an early age.
So they teach y'all at an early age to use guns?
We get taught that in school.
Hell yeah.
I learned it from middle school.
Wow.
And that's their way of learning, though.
In middle school.
Yeah, middle school.
And you'll
be coming out as a sniper.
Right. I met this guy from Somalia. He told me the same thing, that they teach them early, like at 8, 9 years old to use guns and stuff.
Yeah.
True.
Wow.
True.
I would rather my kids know at 9.
Hell yeah.
Adult.
Let's see how.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's funny as hell, though.
It's good self-defense.
They gotta live a different lifestyle than we do. You know, they don't gotta worry. We don't gotta worry about somebody coming in taking our shit like that. You know.
Man,
just imagine somebody did that here.
Equipped at all times. For real.
Imagine somebody doing that here, and we having to go somewhere else and start something.
You can't do
that. This is what we gotta do to this next generation, man.
Yeah.
This next generation needs to serve in the military. This is what needs to happen in order for them to straighten out.
I agree.
Them kids are bad.
But
they don't have a sense of consequences either, though.
No, they don't.
They don't have a sense of consequences. They don't,
man, and especially not in fucking America.
So how long you been in the United States, Alex?
Since 2000.
Oh, you've been here a while, long time, 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
So have you experienced any, like, people might thought you was a terrorist or something? Have you experienced anything like that?
Yeah, of course. What type of question?
Of course.
That's racism.
That's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Here's the deal, though.
That didn't answer that question. That I'm trying to. Actually, we got 3 people. We got damn, my phone fucked up.
What'd you say? What was your question?
Leticia, James, and Dia, y'all never answered that question. What
was your question?
What would you ask the president for if he could grant you a wish?
If he could grant me 4 wishes?
Yeah.
I asked him, can we
if you had one wish, like a Marion, nigga, whoever fuck.
No, that's Ray J. Ray J, you stupid.
Hey, yeah, what would you wish for, nigga?
I wish for us to be able to do like Tulsa again. You know, like be able to start our own shit. And not have to deal with, you know, we have our own system.
Happen. Not here.
Never.
I mean, I got shit. I got some of my own reasons I'd ask the president some one wish type shit.
So ask him, man.
It ain't really gonna help the country as a whole or no shit like that. You know?
Everybody took care of themselves. Everybody be straight.
He asking for something personal.
No, I just got a little shit on my record. I just, you know what I'm saying.
You want it cleaned up?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. And they already did that here in Michigan.
You said what?
They already did that here in Michigan.
Asking for your own shit.
In Michigan.
Yeah, they did that here in Michigan. If you got anything that's like 7 to 10 years old, felony misdemeanor is cleaned up now.
Really?
Recent shit.
You don't have to pay nobody for no expungement or anything.
Yeah, it's gone.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I remember that law.
Yeah, I heard something about that
about 2-3 weeks ago.
Well, how many states that do that? You said after 7 years they just get rid of the
but I mean, as long as you don't catch anything without.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
You can't catch anything, you know, like within that period of time. Like you can't just pick up another charge or something, or something similar to that.
Could happen. Hell, you could get raided tonight. You could be going to go buy a pack of cigarettes and catch a case. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Society, they have 40s, you know, get my boy his change back, hurry up and buy it, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it happened just that quick.
Hey, we got 2 more people on the panel that didn't answer that question. No, I want to hear what they got to say.
Hurry up and buy.
So I would implement to the president natural and green like basically I would like a natural, you know, country. Like we need to be eating right. We don't need to be eating genetic, you know, genetically modified food.
Some healthcare reform with the food.
We need real food. They need to stop giving us processed food because that's killing us. You know what I'm saying? And they need to stop.
Oh man, that's been a big problem.
The processed foods here, so they can't kill us. That's the reason why.
They legalize shit that kill us, and that's food. You know what I'm saying?
That's so we can go to the hospital.
The tap water deadly in the motherfucker. We got a bill for that shit too. That's horrible.
That's big money.
Well, I believe at some point we're gonna have to realize that the government.
We're gonna have to start growing our own food.
Yeah, well, you know, we gotta have land in order to do that. Because
she grow her own food.
We need to ask for land. We need our land. We need our land.
Exactly. Give us our indigenous land and let us go about our business.
Give me my land that my ancestors got whipped for, they got punished for and raped for. Give me that land that was promised us that we never got.
We did have that land at one point in time.
Our language is back. It's our history.
I didn't reap it, and my family didn't reap it. My daddy, my grandpa, my great grandpa, they ain't getting no land. For real. Like, bro, I got
40 acres is a lot of acres.
They took our last name down here.
Listen, okay, so it was
is that the reason why Johnny Cochran died?
You can
he had a brain aneurysm. Yeah, brain cancer.
That's what they saying, right? They say it's a brain aneurysm.
He went against the oath.
He was killed.
Yeah, he went against the oath.
He was killed because you know he didn't die till he started bringing up the fact that every black person should have like 40 acres in a mule. Y'all remember he was trying to bring
all
it
them
to the
lawyers.
Supreme Court.
All them black lawyers.
I'm over here sounding like an owl. I'm lost.
Right. They went to Johnny Cochran and he died from yeah.
Well, we was still talking about Latia. She said she wanted to get rid of all these processed foods and all this stuff. Then somebody started talking about 40 acres in a mule. And that's when I brought up the fact that Johnny Cochran, he was trying to bring it to the Supreme Court. And then all of a sudden he died. But they said it was a brain aneurysm.
Hey, D, you here?
Yeah. Where D at?
D.
Huh?
You grow your own. You grow your own. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You grow your own vegetables, right?
Hey, right.
And so it's possible, right?
I wanted to answer the question. D, if you could talk to the president, you have one wish.
Johnny Cochran died, whatever his name is.
What's the question again?
If you could talk to the president, what would you ask the president for?
Oh, I have said it already. I said it already.
What'd you say?
Can you turn your camera on?
Oh man, I'm down. I'm like working with my little stuff, and I don't want to get no trouble.
Okay, all right, okay.
No, she busy. She busy right now. She working.
I'm watering the plant.
What did you say? You would ask the president?
Growing.
Yeah. But yeah, I had said it already.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get you to reiterate right quick.
Well, I just wish they would give us give us a portion of land. Let us do our little thing like Tulsa. Let us just have our own little spot.
Yeah.
That's not going to ever happen.
Let us too, it's going to be cool.
Man.
So actually, people right now buying their own stuff.
You know what? It's 8 or 9 black families that came together and they bought up a parcel of land and they got their own thing going on.
And y'all, believe it or not, Akon, he gonna have his own city in Africa.
That nigga sold out the fucking.
Oh man, he with China, man. That's China's little thing, man. They got that.
But you know, China got their hands in everything.
China got damn near all of Africa right now.
Why is cat? They own some shit over here. Hell yeah, you $1 billion over there, $1 billion in Africa, $1 billion in Africa. You know how much of that continent they own right now because of this dumb.
They got what the ghost cities down there too. They building big ass cities down there and ain't nobody in them.
Because ain't nobody living in them.
Nope, but they just getting them ready for what? What they getting them ready for?
Return?
That's a damn good question because we got 2 presidents that's in office right now. We dealing with COVID. That's worldwide. We dealing with racism that's been going on, and we dealing with the economy as far as the money going, the fucking day trading, whether this bitch gonna collapse or not. We got a lot of shit going on, and we got 2 motherfuckers that's fighting to get in here that's supposed to make some shit happen for us. So
they're not gonna make nothing happen.
Where we at right now?
I was kind of listening to QAnon for a little while. Like, hold up, y'all heard of him? Y'all heard of that little thing?
Yeah, they Republicans. But anyway, hey, can we get an update? Let's talk. We go back
what's
to
the update, Ashley?
Yeah, let me get off of that. We gotta have another conspiracy theory podcast.
Turn on your.
Hey, there's no conspiracy, baby.
My phone just started acting right.
Is really going on right now. It's not a conspiracy. It is really going on right now, and I do want to talk about that. I just want to hear where we at with the election right now.
Oh, you want the update? Let me give.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashton, we're gonna do. We got one. We gonna get one from Ashton.
Biden is at Biden's at 119 and Trump is at 93.
119 and 93 Biden's way.
He got like a 30%.
Yeah, Biden's 193, so he got I think Biden is going to. I think Biden is going to get it, y'all.
What you got, Ashton?
Save them numbers, my baby, because we finna go back and compare them. Ashton, what you got?
For what I got right now, it's Biden at 89 and Trump at 51.
No, you need to refresh your screen.
I've been.
Y'all might be looking at two different. Y'all probably looking at
two different parties, two different analytics, though. You gotta remember though. Like y'all don't have
the same New York Times up.
Oh, okay. So what website you looking on, Sabina?
I have the New York Times.
All right, and then what do you have, Ashton?
I have 3 YouTube videos, and I have ABC, NBC, and I have New York Times up.
Oh yeah, fucking around.
So
hold on. So both of y'all did say that Biden is up right now, right?
Yes. Right. Biden took over New York and he took over Colorado.
Wow.
Oh, that's good shit.
That's who's gonna win. Biden's gonna win, and then
when Biden
win, I bet y'all something happened in January. I mark this day.
Beginning of a new year.
November the 3rd. I bet you something happened. If Biden become president, I bet you something bad gonna happen. Probably
exactly. It's like some don't sit right with Biden, man. Some don't sit right with me.
Some don't sit right with him either.
Ain't nothing sit right with this guy.
He old as shit.
Speak on cue.
I know.
Say what?
I said speak on QAnon.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I ain't no Trump supporter and everything, but it just seemed a little too convenient, like a lot of that stuff QAnon was saying about deep state and the Democrats and everything, like.
It's one of them Kennedy folks that they saying is a part of that.
His son, John F. Kennedy Jr., the son of his. And the daughter died and the wife died. It's like,
what?
One of the grandkids just died. One of his grandsons.
Hey, y'all don't forget about the Anheuser family.
Who was that was trying to jump in the Anheuser? That's the beer folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like,
I heard all of them people bloodline some type of way.
Yeah,
they all related.
It is.
We just talked about this. What the last show was?
Last show we talked about that.
Oh, did y'all? Okay.
Bush, all of them are like 6th or 7th cousins or some shit.
Because I think
they related to the Queen.
Aleister Crowley is a cousin of Benjamin Franklin.
If I heard that's Bush's wife's dad.
Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, she looked just like him. She looked just like that dude.
Yeah. Hey, don't look surprised, Rick. Don't look surprised, Rick.
Man, hey, listen. I'm happy when we can get this shit to come together right, man. And we need more people to like keep coming on the show and talking about stuff because it, you know what I mean? Like people just think that the everyday average person is just Joe Blow, dummy, don't know nothing.
That's why I call this the everyday people.
That's why I said
people's podcast.
Exactly. Like when I talked about my homeboy told me this and dog. He Italian and something else, man. You know what I'm saying? He like I was driving through the hood and he like, I've seen these motherfuckers out here. He was like, it disgusted me because this how they pandering to the black folks or I ain't even gonna say black folks because they probably do the same thing in different areas of Michigan, trailer parks, whatever hood ass areas, like this is what they want. So we hey, if we give you this, will we get your vote? You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, man, this is what you really think of us as a whole, as the people. Like we just a bunch of
Yeah,
Nobody.
they think we're animals, man. They don't even classify us as humans.
Were we Goya? Goyim?
Yeah, that's is they Mexican, I think, but they got food.
No, that's what the Jewish people call it. Call us like
going like
Goya.
GOIM or some shit.
Yeah.
Slaves, basically.
Yeah, nothing.
Hey,
nothing. Mindless animal.
Hey, we're gonna have to cut this one short.
Man,
because it's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting close.
Are you only like a certain? Oh, okay. You got a certain time limit.
Yeah, certain time limit, restraints and everything.
Oh.
Plus, I got a Trump supporter that's hating.
Can we jump back into another one?
Yeah, definitely.
You want? I'm talking about tonight.
Yes, sir. All
right, we'll put another room up in.
Yeah, I will do that. It will be done, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Hit this, and then make sure y'all push promote. Sabina, thank you so much for all the help you gave me. D, thank you for being on here. Fadi, you coming back. You coming back.
I'm coming back tonight. That's what I want to know.
Man.
Hey, man, go ahead, put the room up, and then give it to me. We'll pass it out. Everybody that's going to jump back in.
And then we're going to go from there. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Ashton.
I can eat
you're my man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
come back.
All right, y'all. Good one.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Nice meeting all y'all.
Nice meeting y'all.
always.
All right.